This week on Impromptu with Dr. C, we talk about breaking the stigma, standing with parents of children with disabilities in love and understanding. The Bible reminds us in Galatians 6, verse 2, bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. Together, let's replace judgments with compassion and build a community that embraces every family.
Eric.
Anti-comfort.
Yes.
You see, with the tradition issue, recently there was a case in Mankasim where the lady's son had autism, and then the family consulted the oracle. So they ended up that the child was the river god. So they have to go and then perform rituals so that the god will leave the child. If not, the child will go back to the stream. And it became a big issue. Before it became issue, they had already taken the child to the riverside to perform the rituals. When the news broke out, so media went there to pick up the story, and then eventually the child has been taken to social welfare and he's no more with the parents. So social welfare is not taking care of the child. So the issue of tradition is also playing major role. It's a big challenge in our setting here. That I think more education needs to be done. That is the only thing. If the people are sensitized on these things, then they would know that it is not their fault, but it's genetic or whatever means.
Wow. You know, it's really sad hearing stories like this. You know, it really touches my soul, like my spirit. Just hearing you say that, you know, it just brings so much emotion in me, like because this is an innocent soul. This child is so innocent, and you put in such burden on this child. This is traumatic. You know, this child is going to have that trauma, you know, in them, you know, and it's not easy to take such trauma from a child that the parents put them through all of this. And thank God for social media. Thank God for the reporters that they came out to say their story, you know, because if they didn't do that, that child would have been gone,
Sure.
An innocent soul gone, you know. And oh my God, it's just heartbreaking to really hear things like that. But you're right. What Pastor Charles said is right. What you're saying, tradition is really a stronghold, a real stronghold. I'm not saying tradition is bad, but there's certain tradition that really makes you like, whoa, what is this? You know, what are we saying? What are we doing? You know, to what end? You know, to what end? No. That's why I created that, and I hope and pray that every member, part of this organization, part of that member, can really spread the word. If they don't know how to spread the word, ask the questions. That's why I give you opportunity. Ask the questions so you can go back to the society and make an impact. Ask the questions. Come on, let's talk about it. You know, let's make a movement. You know, if somebody says something to you, Eric, and you don't know much about it, or anybody, you just say, oh, hold on, I'll get the information. Write me an email, text me, say, hey, Dr. C, this and this happened. What should I do? What can be done? And I will try my best to give you as much resources as possible so you can become an impact for your community. Let's see, somebody Okay, Pastor Charles wants to come on as well. Let's see. We we can have you, Eric, on as well and see if Pastor Charles can. Okay, Pastor Charles is there. What can you share with us that we are talking? I know you heard a lot.
Yes, Doctor, thank you so much. And then, Brother Eric, God bless you for
Amen.
taking time to join all the time.
Okay.
I think Doctor is doing an excellent job. Uh, I just left the office and came home not quite long. You know, I went to check one or two to push the
Okay.
vision that Doctor has started over here. I
Yeah.
think the point is that it's now that a lot of people are beginning to understand some of these things, you know, in terms of education,
Yeah.
because I am connected with a few other institutions that are trying to push the same vision, you know, and,
Okay.
you know, yours is a little bit of a higher level because you wanted to concentrate on the people that are taking care of the
Yes.
children, you know, because I believe that is very key. You know, if you are not training the people that are taking care of the children, you are not able to impact the people very well, you know, because that is
Yes.
the source of it. So I believe it's very, very important that we take this initiative to the outermost part of this nation. Let all those disadvantaged people begin to receive help. There are a lot of people that cannot talk. So many people are hiding in their homes. They can't come out because a lot of people believe that, oh, yeah, who is to come out and then people will place their hands on them. You know, it's becoming a problem in the system. So I think it's the right way to go, even though I know it's going to be a bit of a challenge because it's not something that you have packed money somewhere and you want to go and use it to do.
Yeah.
But then I know anything that you also start with a good heart, the good Lord will also help to push us to be able to get to the end of it. So we are ready to help, as you already know. So let's keep pushing. I know we'll get there certainly. I think it's very powerful because, you know, this is something that has been in the society for a very long time.
Yeah.
And that's why I posted the tradition aspect of it.
Yeah.
And like you said, we are not here to destroy any tradition, but it's a matter of we trying to correct an error. You understand? Yes, because if you give birth to a child and the child is not like the normal child we see, it doesn't mean that the child is carrying the problem in terms of they have whatever they use traditional words to describe the child. You know, I can say some in our traditional language, like Oyensioba is like a water child. You know, and it's like because of that they do a lot of things. The child goes through a lot of rituals that at the end of the day it affects the children. You know, we didn't know. That is why so many children have gone through all this. They've a lot of trauma that they've passed through,
That's the word.
you know.
Trauma.
Exactly.
Trauma.
So they've been traumatized, and that's why when they grow, they can't do anything. The problem become worse. You know. So instead of people attending to them as early as possible, they allow the situation to become worse because they take them through all kinds of initiation and all that with the mindset of correcting the issue. But you see, it doesn't correct the issue. It rather subdue them. It rather makes them more. I mean, it's worsening the situation. That's so to say. You know. So I think it's a very powerful thing. So let's keep pushing. It's gonna work.
I'm so excited. Thank you for being on board the mission. We want that members to come on, to learn, to talk and take the word out there. So thank you so much.
Bless you, Doctor.
Okay.
God bless you.
You have a good one.
Definitely.
Okay.
All right, then.
Bye.
Bye.
So you guys, so impromptu is done. for today. I had an amazing chat. I love chatting. Anything special education, supporting our community, I'm in for it, and I love it. I will see you guys tomorrow for another impromptu chat with Dr. C. Be blessed and have a nice day. Bye.